Hello everybody and welcome to my first video. I'm going to be doing an analysis, or Analyatron is all I want to call it, because it's fun. It's better than analysis. Anyways, I'm going to be doing an Analyatron on the KIllzone Shadowfall teaser gameplay, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be going over a lot of things that people may have missed just watching it. I know I did, because my brain was too busy vomiting from the amazing eye porn that I was watching, because that's what this basically is. So let's get to it. Right off the bat, Vector looks beautiful, and at the bottom there you can see it's 2381, so this takes place after the events of Killzone 3. The top right, you can see there's a large wall, and you can see that there's a lot of smoke, a lot of fire. It does not look like what we're looking at right now. You can see the ISA cruisers floating above the city. A lot of people thinking that the Guerrilla changed up the art style. I don't think they did. I think that it looks a bit more clean, a bit less gritty, because it's not Helghan, which, as we know, is a very dark, grim, and gritty place. Whereas Vector it's shining, it's beautiful, it's just, I mean, look at it. I don't even need to tell you, but I'm telling you. So he mentions, we're good to have you back on Vector soil, so obviously this guy was fighting on Helghan. So this part's pretty interesting as well, because now this could be for several reasons, but I'm curious why there's these scans for people. If it's Vector, you know, you didn't think people would need this kind of caliber of a scan, but it happens. So you can see there, Lucas Keller is the guy we might be playing as. I'm assuming we are, obviously, but I guess you really can't confirm anything 100% until you have the game, which I'm definitely buying, needless to say. So you got some civilians who are just chatting along. Beautiful environment, everything looks great. These dudes checking out the hologram. I'd look at a hologram, why not? Get high off that shit, I don't know. Some more cruisers you can see up in the skybox. It's probably not even in the skybox, it's... Anyways. So that's probably bad news. I'm gonna spitball it. I don't know. I mean, everybody does love a good explosion, but that's a bit excessive, I'd say. So I love this scene. You see the ISA in the back. He's just standing there. Everybody's running around. Something's not right with this guy. He's way too calm for the situation. Obviously, you know something's up. And he even brings out a Hellgas pistol. Double kill. Bonus points. You see the shimmer. Now this guy right here coming up, he does not look like Hellgas military. That's not how their uniform is. This guy looks like he'd be like a guerrilla fighter, like a hit and run sort of. Obviously he's an infiltrator of some kind, so he might be military, he might not be. I wouldn't think he is. So this gun is really cool. I'm assuming it uses petrocite as its ammunition, because that's... I don't think that's magic bullets. It could be magic. I don't really know. I've never used magic as a gun before. I have played Borderlands, and that thing is like magic, but I don't know. That guy just gets freaking sniped like a boss. This is also something really cool. This gun will just transform into a sniper pretty much. Could be a carbine even. But you can see the gun gets a little shakier. I'm assuming that's like an alternate fire when the scope pops up. You can use it as a carbine or a sniper, who knows. And that sniper also looked like your standard Higgs scout, so I doubt anything much has changed with them. But I could be wrong, he was pretty shadowy, you couldn't really see too well. So that trooper, the hazmat trooper, he puts up an energy shielding, and as we know, Johann Stahl, develops energy shielding back in Killzone 3. So they're obviously utilizing that technology now. So right there we hear one of the VSA forces say Shadow Marshal has the flank, so we're playing as a Shadow Marshal, which is very, very cool. Luger from Killzone 1 was a Shadow Marshal. And this guy we're about to Assassin's Creed on top upon. I'll slow it down for you right about here. You can see he has many eyes. He's not the Helghast we saw from earlier. He's a different type of soldier, I'm assuming. And then there's the hazmat trooper. Slow it down for you so you could make it a little bit better. He went to sleep. He didn't make it. Going through, going through. We got a nice bullet time that's coming up right now. So that'll be fun, you know. You get this really, really cool kill. You send it to your friends with the new features the PS4 will have. Which looks pretty freaking awesome. I couldn't imagine the kind of stuff people are gonna bring out with that. A small little note here with the grenades is that it doesn't make the beeping anymore. Personally, I love the beeping, so you don't have to look at the grenades, it'll counter. But again, it's nothing big, it's just a personal preference. I think it's a bit more realistic, maybe. That guy got shot to shit. Now this Lucas guy shows Ezio what the fuck is up by making a real leap of faith. So obviously the Helghast either painted over their own dropships, or they stole an ISA dropship, or maybe they even have help from the inside. As we know, there has been traitors in the past of the Killzone series. Obviously he doesn't care. He's going to a destination and he doesn't care what gets in his way. You can see him just running right through traffic and destroying civilians. Over the comm chatter there, you hear the guy mention you have to get out of there because there's the wall coming up. Now this wall alone is just, it's a really big thing, and I don't mean literally, well I do mean literally, but also other types of lees, metaphorically, literally, figuratively, absolutely. So it's clear this guy does not pass this wall, and here is why. That's no Vecta City. That's has Helghast written all over it. And if that didn't prove anything, then maybe these three freaking ATACs and those banners and Vizari's speech from Killzone 1 might prove a little something to you. And the statue up top is also something that Helghast are very, you know, dependent on, as their statues. So that's my Analyatron assists. Many questions, well, I can't say really many things answered, but still a few things cleared up for you. At the end of Killzone 3, when the two hazmat troopers are walking through the wreckage, we do see a shadow that looks like Johann Stahl. I believe he's still alive, but it's obviously very possible that he's not. If he is alive, I'm assuming he's still on Helghan, and he's developing a nice big present for the ISA, and probably he's still after Earth, I'd assume. It would also explain why the Helghast are on Vecta. Now, why are they on Vecta? Here's a big thing that me and a friend of mine were talking about. So, as we know, in Killzone 3, the ISA were supposed to stand down and become prisoners of war. Now, that clearly didn't happen. They destroyed the whole goddamn planet, for the most part, and that probably didn't sit well with the higher-ups, which could be for many reasons. So my guess, my friend and myself's guess, is that because the planet was destroyed, all the remaining survivors of the Hellgas, obviously, were transported to their own land on Vecta, where no ISA soldier could enter, hence the large-ass wall. It could be for other reasons, but that seems to be like the most logic one, because Helgen was not supposed to be destroyed. They were supposed to surrender. They didn't. Shit happened. Bada bing, bada boom. That shit happened. There is a theory about Vizari still being alive. You can check it up on the KIllzone wiki. Personally, I would love for Vizari to come back. Brian Cox did an amazing job as him, and it would just be very, very cool to have him back, although it's not likely. I'm a huge fan of Radic. Radic for best Hellgast. If you think otherwise, just go. Just leave and just go. What else was there? There was that was pretty much it. There's something else. Oh yeah, I would love to see Jammer, Rico. I'm not a fan of Rico. You probably aren't, but I would still like to see him come back, as well as Sev. Now, they'd be pretty old. I don't think they'd be in a fighting condition. Probably Rico, because I can see him just still being in the game, still wanting to kick the Higgs ass. But as for Jammer and Sev, I don't really know. I can see Sev giving orders and whatnot, but I can't really see him on the field as a fighter. Same goes for Jammer. I can see her doing something else, but I can't really see her being a fighter. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not those characters. I can't really think like them because I'm not. Yeah. Any questions? Anything that I might have missed? Feel free to post in the comments below. The more Killzone videos are brought out, the more I'm going to do an Analyatron of them. So yeah, keep on rocking, and I'll talk to you next time. Well, I won't really talk to you. You're going to hear me. I'm not going to talk to you. The hell would I want to do that for? Right? Am I right? Hasta.